guys, I just got done editing the video for the Outlaw 200 at Fulton Speedway. This is the video you're about to watch. And I just wanted to take a minute and say thank you to everybody who's been watching, sharing, commenting. The growth has been very good over the last month or so. We have picked up 500 subscribers in 1 month. That's awesome for us. I know that's not a lot for many people, but to us, that's a huge deal. And I just want to say thank you. And I'm going to plug a couple things real quick. The merch shop is opening up this week, hopefully. We have a test batch of merchandise that we ordered in. It cost me a bunch of money to actually get this stuff made. We have to make sure the quality is decent, and then the shop will go live. On top of that, we leave Wednesday to take this Nissan Altima you're about to see right here. Is this a functioning sprint car wing? Yes. Will it make it 1,200 miles before we get to the race? I hope so. Interesting, right? That is going to be driven 1,200 miles south to Bradenton, Florida to go race Cletus McFarland at the Freedom Factory this Saturday, October 11th. So if you haven't subscribed, you need to freaking subscribe because we're doing some crazy stuff. You're going to see some racing. We'll give them hell. And this is the Outlaw 200 2025. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Donnie. Thank you, everybody that donated. We did a little bit of lap sponsorship, but nothing compared to those guys. They raised over $10,000 for the race you're about to watch right now. Catch you in the next one. Welcome back to Sparks and Recreation. We are at Fulton Speedway for Outlaw Weekend 2025. They're expecting about 64 cylinders. They're only taking about 30 for the feature, so it's going to be a hell of a night. We're going to do a pit walk. That might end up in a different video depending on how many cars we get, and then there should be hot laps, heat races, a B main, and then a feature.
Where's Kingston?
Fucking fuel system Cobalts have. I thought Cobalts you had to dig.
Guys, I'm going to do a quick summary of what's going on as we're sitting here. It's going to be a quick moving night because there's just so many cars and so much going on. I don't know how much we're going to accomplish footage-wise. He went out and the car was absolutely terrible, honestly. It's bogging in third gear. We don't have the right size tire. The track is complete soup. So we're kind of doing last-ditch effort.
Well, I never set the toe. I kind of just put this thing together and
yeah,
never set the toe. I didn't set the tire pressures. I didn't set anything. I just kind of rolled it out. I'm like, I wonder if the tires are anywhere near the right size, and I seem to be a little off with it. But this is also the smallest things I have that are left. So
the last few weeks, if you've been following along, have not been kind to him with the tire department.
3 DNFs lately.
Yeah, so we're low on tires. We're doing what we got. It's the end of the season.
Yeah, exactly. It might be the last race, for these. Yeah. I'm like, do I go out and buy tires for it? I go, I just ain't got the time.
The saving grace, though, is you did draw the best out of us. So there might be a chance. So.
Like I said, I'm going to drive it in the heat race. I'll shift it if I have to, but it is what it is,
Yeah, she's, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Maggie came back with not very much input, just said that it's super slick. So I don't, but it is kind of hard to tell what it's doing when it's very soupy out there.
Yeah,
so.
She said she could go faster, but she didn't want to take the chance of sliding up.
Yeah,
that's basically what it was, too.
Exactly. Felt fast, the tire size is right. I've ran this setup before here and done well. Not won or anything, but, placing near the top 10. We'll see what we got. There's fast cars here this week, but there's just so much clay everywhere. It is a complete mess out there. It's hard to really tell what it's going to do. I might lower tire pressures just a little bit, try to get a little more bite out of it, and we'll go from there. Which I'm actually happy with, considering the situation. I started 7th, and in my heat was track champions, multi-time feature winners, people who won this race. I worked around a couple cars, got up to 5th, which is pole in the B main. So if I can't make it from there, that's my own fault. So it is what it is.
It's the fastest of the fastest, baby. You just gotta do what you can.
We'll do Zach's interview here in a second. He was leading and was out on them guys, and then the ignition switch broke and lost all power to everything, which was very unfortunate considering he was probably going to win that race.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a heartbreaker here tonight. You know, my DNF freaking schedule has not been very good, but we're going to have to drive this thing in the B main.
Yeah, he's going to start tail of the B, or very close to it, so he's got some driving to do. I have no idea how many cars are in each B main, probably like 20, literally, so. He's got an 8-lap feature to get into the top couple spots.
I said earlier, Our Lady of Blessed Acceleration, don't fail us now.
Alright, so I'm going to explain what's going on here. None of the three of us qualified into the main feature through our heat races, which means we had to run the last chance qualifier. And there were 2 last chance qualifiers for this event, because we had 28 cars that didn't make the feature. They broke it into 2 events. So there's 14 cars in each of these races that are the last chance. I start first, Maggie starts 6th, and Zach starts 11th of 14 cars in this one, and they're only taking 3. Let's see how it goes.
Pretty much the starting lineup here, minus a couple of cars for the RL Cleaning race here at Fulton. Didn't make the show myself. We were very close. It's going to be some interesting footage. I got a little mad at the end. Senor Banofsky. You gonna fucking run up here or what? Might as well. Fucking I'm tripping and falling already. I can't make the show, so you gotta do it now.
How's it going, are you?
Yeah, only a little. What's up, Kyle?
How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. Good luck tonight.
Glad you're not in here.
That's close. Very close. Somebody's got to represent the Eco Power Cavaliers tonight.
Mac, what
Justin
happened?
Pope. The friggin' switch broke in the heat race. Fucking that runs the computer.
That sucks, man.
It fucking does. Leading in sucks, but it is what it is. You know, and then we battled with Coke there for that last spot, the transfer, and I got a little mad at the end, but it is what it is, you know.
You had that.
Right? Good luck tonight.
Thanks, buddy.
Timmy, we'll get him by. Got Brad Whiteside starting up front. It's going to look pretty good. Jacob Kimball looking good tonight. Corey Vlade, good luck, guy. I got Don Whiteside, the hard charger from last time out. That's going to be a good run for him tonight, hopefully. Derek Van Epps, the old alley ride. Colin Mills. Starting towards the back, guy.
What's that?
You're starting towards the back a little bit, ain't you?
Yeah. I got a little hung up in the heat race.
It happens, it happens.
Yep.
No, I expect you to go forward and see what you do. You look good.
I'm going out there.
Hell yeah.
Just set up, so we'll see.
Did you? All right.
I don't know.
I hear you. You never know. Say Tony Van Apps made it. Good luck tonight. Dan Verlaine making the show. Can't say I know these guys too well. Greg DeCamp, always a good name. Willie the Man Easling over here. Jack Taskey. Justin Guile. Chuck Kowalczyk. The other Mills ride. Some of the cars from the latecomers across it. I think that might be the other Birch ride. It is. Runs normally like a Fonda Glen Ridge style. Good luck tonight. One of the Wagners, can't remember his name, sorry about that. Another Mustang looks good. And one more. 44K. That's pretty much our starting walk, folks. Missing a couple pieces, not too bad though. Should be an interesting race at the very least.
We didn't do any post-race stuff, so I guess during dinner's the time, right?
Yeah, this is, I actually did 2 loops around here, too, because I'm just so good at turning left tonight that I freaking decided. The freaking Cracky McGee here completely screwed up my order. Had to make sure I got my chips and cheese. So, went out for the... Did I do an interview after my Consi? After winning that?
I'm not sure. I didn't do any.
Spoiler alert, I won the Consi. That was pretty cool. I was battling CJ, or... Is that his name? No, not CJ.
I'm not sure who that was.
What's his name?
That was disgusting.
The 19
actually.
or whatever?
19. It's, CJ
LeVere?
CJ LeVere. Me and him were having a battle at the very end there. That was pretty good.
C4.
He blew the motor that was driving. That car is the car you raced at Ransomville, the black one. They bought back from
really?
Yeah, they bought from Bonofsky.
Okay.
So, I mean, if he was driving that car, I could have maybe had a chance of beating him this year. Anyways, won the Consi, got me starting 25th in the feature, which of 30 cars, some of the best cars in the area. I was just happy to make it into that. And my plan was I'm going to ride around until things settle down and I'll go faster. But they're all so fast that literally I just had to go as fast as I possibly could to even keep up with them. So there was no I'm going to go faster later. That was pretty much everything it had.
Yeah, it was fast out there.
Everybody, that was a very fast race. I'm sure I don't know if I have any stands footage, but those were some fast cars out there.
The fence makes it really hard there, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure what we got.
Yeah.
Zach took a little.
I got a little, but it's not great.
Yeah, I think I ended up finishing officially. If you look online, it says I got like 17th or something. I think I got like 18th or 19th. Some people didn't have transponders. Either way, thank you, Nate and Donnie, for putting that race together. Outlaw is always... It's a show. If you think you have a fast car, show up, because you will be humbled by some of the cars here. Unfortunately, Maggie and Zach did not have the night they were looking for.
I don't think Maggie should be disappointed in her night, though. She was underpowered. She did great.
She was running well.
I mean, I'd put that up against any other single cam that was here tonight.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. I don't think any of them showed.
She had the balls to do it. So,
You know, she ran well. She was, I got some great video of the back of her car, you know? No doubt.
She was in the way.
She wasn't in the way. I just couldn't get around her. She was running the same line I was.
Should have moved her.
Well, that comes later.
Sometimes I wonder if she knows who's around her, but then I know for a fact she knew Zach was behind her today because she's like, I knew what he thought I was going to do, so I was blocking him, and I was making him mad, she said.
Well, that's not helpful because we need to get into the goddamn show.
I was trying to get to the show.
We're trying to make contact here, Maggie.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to run her up as it wasn't a transfer spot, so I mean, I wasn't going to run her, ridiculously hard, but I was going to capitalize her if she screwed up. And she didn't, which was impressive, so there's that.
What about your run?
I mean, we were leading the heat race, started out well, leading the heat race, and 3 laps in, it just cuts right out at the freaking flag stand, and
directly in front of your family.
Yeah, sounds about right, and I'm sure they were happy about that.
For sure, we heard the whole crowd from across the thing go, "Oh."
Yeah.
And she said she thought you did it just for her.
Yeah. It normally doesn't break much, that car, so I was kind of surprised to see that just the turn-on switch for the computer died, and there's that.
You kind of need that, I guess.
Well, we thrashed around enough and found a switch in the pits from, big thanks to Chuck Walzak, actually, who had one hanging out there. And got that wired back up and started 11th, and we needed to drive up to 3rd to get a transfer spot, and we were doing good, and I'm riding around behind Maggie there, and it wasn't too bad for what it was. A caution come out.
Which was pretty far up at that point. I think you guys were 4th and 5th.
Yeah, we were doing okay, but I knew it wasn't enough to transfer, so I wasn't willing to put it all on the line for it. But once this caution came out, there was a shot for a 3rd place, and I drove for it, but...
so did everybody else.
Yes, everybody else was there too, that's for sure. I mean, I about ran into the back of you trying to run the corner down, but that tire, I don't know, was really far out there in my opinion.
Yep.
So I couldn't really cut down much on that, and it just kind of bogged off the corner a bit, and me and, Coke there got together a little bit across it, and I voiced my displeasure at that, and...
I wish that I had the
insert GoPro clip.
I wish I had the radio that they were yelling at you guys in the earpiece because Maggie said it was pretty hilarious.
It was. They were telling me to knock it off, and
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was unimpressed, that's for sure, at that point. But it was also 4th place, and I had just lost the transfer spot across it, you know. But
yeah,
the Whitesides did give out a couple bucks for the first non-qualifier. Yeah. So that was me in Consi number 1. So big thanks to them. You know, that was nice. So they didn't have to do anything like that, and all the small, you know, Justin got, you know, a couple extra bucks for 17th. And no, not everybody has to do that. It was very nice to be able to going and shooting for something. I mean, I was looking at going home with nothing. So, I mean, that was nice, you know?
Yeah.
The sponsors and everybody that donated and everything like that was very nice. That was well done. Donnie did a good job putting it together. You know, Nate promoted the crap out of it. I mean, it was well done for what it was for being the biggest race in Central New York, I feel like, you know?
For sure, it makes it fun. It makes it fun.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
No.
Anything else from you?
No, and guys, the next video that you're going to see come out is probably going to be just kind of a teaser of us taking the Altima towards Cletus, so that as people click on it when we go by on the highway, that's the first video that pulls up. So this video should come out hopefully over the weekend, and then another quick final update of the Altima, some footage of it going down the road, so trying to drive traffic to that. So if you're into the racing content, stay tuned.
Yeah, we definitely have to have a GoPro out so we can see everybody's reaction to it when we pull up.
We have to see what the GoPros are going to look like with your beautiful wing you've got
on there.
crap.
It might block some of the view of the 360, but we will find a way to mount so we can see what's going on. I want to see people's face go, what in the hell is that guy doing?
Stay tuned to see what we figure out.
Yeah,
guys.
we're idiots.
I think we should mount it on the trunk.
Yeah, that might work.
All
That
right.
might work. All right, guys. Catch you in the next one.